This will be my 5th year competing as a bodybuilder in the NPC. I remember my first show very vividly. I told myself I was going to do a bodybuilding show before I turned 30. Classic Physique just came out, it was the new thing, and I thought, hey, I could do that. I remember I placed, at the very least, not dead last, but second to last. Kind of felt a little out of place, to be honest. And I'm not gonna lie, I was very discouraged at the time. I thought, since Classic Physique was such a new division, that maybe as a natural bodybuilder, I could get away with being a little smaller because guys weren't so big back then. Well, I got smoked, for the most part. To be fair, I felt like my shape was good. I think at that time, my thoughts were, well, I guess I gotta do natural shows, because there's no way in hell I never wanted to participate in bodybuilding just because, being a fan, I know what bodybuilders look like. It's not guys like me. It's all size. I'm personally not willing to do what it takes to put on that kind of size. Needless to say, I was very discouraged about pursuing bodybuilding any further. In the end, though, after the show was over, I really found that I did enjoy the process. I did enjoy bodybuilding. I was always a fan of bodybuilding. I was a fan for a very long time. That's why I wanted to do it. I've been training for 15 years. I found that, I really did like it, even though the result was not exactly what I wanted. So for my second show, I decided I would enter a natural show. I decided I was going to do the Texas Shredder Classic. It was a show promoted by Dave Gooden. He was actually my very first posing coach. He was very good, successful, natural bodybuilder, and that motivated me to keep going, give it a shot, and go that route. Well, things didn't really quite go as planned. The Texas Shredder Classic actually got canceled due to there not being enough participants. And that was kind of like another big disappointment for me. I kind of saw the writing on the wall. It's like, there's not that many natural competitors out there in bodybuilding. That's just not how the culture is right now. So I just decided to just say, screw it, I'm prepping for a show, I'll just go back to the NPC, do another untested show. So I decided to enter Texas State Championships. I got third place, but to be honest, I was actually very happy with the result. It wasn't the result of my placing that made me happy. It was the result of seeing myself get significantly better than I thought I could. And at that point, I was hooked on bodybuilding. I thought maybe there's a little bit more gas in this tank than I thought there was. I think a lot of people, including myself at the time, have this kind of preconceived notion of what you can achieve naturally. And it was through that second show that I realized that a lot of it was in my head. I know that there's only so far you can go as a natural bodybuilder, but some people can go a lot further than you really think. I've always wanted to prove a bodybuilder is made not with drugs, but with their mind. To make a long story short, I continued to compete, and I continued to get better than I thought I would. every single year, and eventually even had the opportunity to compete at the highest levels at nationals. And I thought my performance at both of those shows were pretty admirable. But honestly, I still think I can do better. And I'm still chasing that IFBB Pro card as natural still. Natural bodybuilding doesn't really get the attention that enhanced bodybuilding does. As of right now, I'm currently about 4 weeks into my prep. My entire goal of this whole video project, at least, is to kind of shine a light on natural bodybuilding